My name is Almudena Azcarate Ortega. I am the lead researcher on space security issues for UNIDIR, and it is my pleasure to be your Master of Ceremonies for this first day of the Outer Space Security Conference. Thank you so much to all of you who have joined us in person. It's so great to see the room so packed. And thank you also for those of you joining us virtually from all over the world. If you want to post on social media about the conference, we encourage you to tag us, UNIDIR, and use the hashtag OS25. We'll be delighted to repost and interact with anything that you post. So we're going to be moving on to the next segment of the conference, which we are very excited about. It was already mentioned by Robin in his opening remarks. For the second year, we have held a youth video competition. And this competition was made possible thanks to our partners at the Center for International Governance Innovation, or CG, and also the Republic of Korea. And it is my pleasure to introduce Jenny Teal from CG. She's the program manager at CG, and also my colleague, Sarah Erickson, who is the project coordinator for the space security program at UNIDIR. They will be speaking more in depth about this year's competition. So without further ado, I give the floor to both of them, please.
Thank you so much, Almu, and good morning, everyone. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, colleagues, friends, here at the Palais des Nations and online. My name is Jenny Thiel, as Almu introduced me, and I'm a program manager at the Center for International Governance Innovation in Waterloo, Canada. It's an honor to be here again, and I want to sincerely thank Almu and Sarah and UNIDIR for their partnership and collaboration. At CG, one of our core research programs is Space Governance 4.0. Our goal is to help ensure outer space remains secure, sustainable, and accessible for all, a theme we covered this morning in the opening comments. We pursue this research through policy solutions and contributions to international agendas, work that thrives on collaboration. That spirit of collaboration led us to launch the first youth video competition, OS24, with UNIDIR. It proved how powerful it is when global governance meet the vision and energy of youth. That vision is so important because outer space is no longer the domain of a few states. Today, it includes private companies, emerging spacefaring nations, and even individuals. The field is being transformed by new technologies, shifting geopolitics, and rapid digitalization. Space underpins how we communicate, navigate, and respond to crises. Decisions on governance made now will shape security and sustainability for generations. And governance is stronger when it reflects diverse perspectives: governments, industry, civil society, and youth. Having youth in the room ensures that the future is not abstract. It is present, urging us to act responsibly and intentionally. Last year's competition showed the impact that this can have. Prajna, one of our winners, said that OS24 gave her lasting friendships, community, and a renewed passion to continue in this field, which I know she has done, so that's very exciting. Jose published a commentary with UNIDIR on space security in the Global South, a remarkable achievement at 23 years old. And Jun Young gave an important technical insights from the perspective of a young engineering student and circuit design enthusiast. These stories remind us that this competition is not just an event, it is a catalyst, opening doors, shaping careers, and inspiring future leaders. This year, we asked young people to imagine themselves in 2050, already working in space governance. Their visions remind us that challenges we debate here are not far off. They are urgent, and youth are preparing now to meet them. To our OS25 winners in the room today, thank you for your courage and creativity. My call to you is simple. Use this opportunity as a springboard. Stay engaged, keep questioning, and help shape the future of space governance. And to our experts and dignitaries, I invite you to listen with openness. Recognize that the future is in the room today. Let that inspire us all to do our best here and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. So as you said, this is our second iteration of the youth video competition, and I cannot underscore how much we value CG's partnership in the project. I really want to thank you, Jenny, Aaron, Tim, Luke, your team for all the work in making this a reality. And this year, we're also extremely grateful to the Republic of Korea for supporting the competition. With these partnerships, we have actually been able to expand the competition and try and meet some of the incredible interest that has grown globally. So to put that growth into perspective, our competition actually quadrupled in submissions this year, and we truly had a global reach with applicants from all regions across the world and a variety of backgrounds as well. And it's the perfect time to say the absolute biggest thank you to every single one of those people who applied and submitted a video. I think both CG and our UNIDIR teams will agree that this is the most rewarding project to be a part of. And because of this initiative, there are hundreds of more young people around the world who have space security governance on their radar. Even if we could not bring them all to Geneva today, which we would have loved to do. But I do want us to give a really warm congratulations to our esteemed winners this year. So we have with us Emily Karakoleva, we have Andre Kwok, we have Adeboye Malumi, and we have Kandwani Mbale, who So unfortunately, Kondwani could not be with us in person, but he is with us online. And you will all have the opportunity to hear more about our winners over the course of the conference from them. But please do take the time to introduce yourselves and make the most out of the next generation of leaders that we have with us in the room. So this was really not an easy selection process with such a large, outstanding pool of entries. All entries were reviewed by a panel of independent experts from both UNIDIR and CG serving in their personal capacities. Our judges applied the same set of established criteria to every single video, ensuring a fair and equitable selection process. And I'd really like to thank the entire team that was a part of that selection process. And this competition creates in tangible ways progress towards space governance work by connecting those new voices with all of the amazing experience from you folks that we have in the room and online. At UNIDIR, values such as this are a central component of our institute, as seen through the work of our youth program more broadly. We really believe that engaging with young people directly makes disarmament efforts become more responsive, more resilient, more representative, and ensure that policies adapt to the realities and the ambitions of all people and future generations. And as Jenny mentioned, this year, we wanted a glimpse into what the next generation sees in their future when it comes to space governance and space security issues. And so we asked them. And now we have the chance to share with you a compilation of some of our submissions so that we can hear directly from them what they said. So we have the grand momentous occasion of being able to premiere that video with you all. So we'll switch to that now, and I hope you all enjoy. Thank you again.
It is the year 2050.
Hello, 2025. I am speaking from the year 2050.
Это новый рубеж для всего человечества.
They told us space was infinite, but in 2050, it feels anything but.
The laws of space have grown, but our ability to enforce them, not so much.
The moon is no longer a distant outpost. Autonomous mining drones, wireless energy transfers, and orbital logistics hub. It's a new normal called lunar operations.
Que al mirar el cielo, ya no vemos estrellas, lo cual no solo representa una pérdida a la belleza del cosmos, sino también una advertencia.
Norte da África, onde comunidades rurais enfrentam surtos crescentes de doenças respiratórias e contaminação hídrica. A causa? Fragmentos de satélite de mineração espacial caíram em áreas habitadas.
The biggest challenge I face is space cyber
Orbital
warfare.
congestion has become a 2050 reality.
Transport vessel.
An unauthorized object just entered the orbit and started interfering
cyber
with signal
sensors
paths.
through
health comms, and education signals.
My name is Emily Karakolova, and I serve as a Chief Treaty Negotiator for Intergenerational Equity in Outer Space Governance.
My name is Fatima Babaeva, AI ethics engineer.
I am a treaty negotiator with the African Space Law Commission.
We serve under the banner of the United Planet.
Я переговорщик, стоящий между шансом на мир и угрозой раскола.
My job entails working on the intersection of science and diplomacy.
So we have introduced the Lunar Operations Security Protocol, a legally binding framework built around 3 T's. First, treaty enforcement and force deployment. Second, transparency. Third, trust building.
Which is an international space sanctions tribunal and is empowered to deliver non-military penalties for violations such as launch bans, orbital license freezes, and liability levies.
Lunar pays bonds triggered automatically. Orbital slot dividends reserved capacity for emerging states. Open traffic data became a legal obligation, not charity.
We established multilateral deconfliction protocols.
A space equity clause which speaks to equitable access to lunar zones.
Azure ensures that every human mission beyond Earth orbit has verified return options.
We have created something called the Orbital Code, a global set of rules for how satellites operate and communicate.
As an Australian, I've seen our country become an influential space diplomat, connecting long-standing transatlantic institutions with the diverse voices of the Asia and the Pacific.
We implemented preventive measures, updated treaties, reduced inequalities, and shared security knowledge.
A multilateral agreement designed to guide peaceful AI-driven decision-making in orbit. The protocol triggered an emergency orbital, temporarily freezing the trajectories of high-risk satellites.
Así, arrancamos misiones conjuntas, proyectos de cooperación científica y, por supuesto, el desarrollo colaborativo de hábitats inteligentes como este donde estás ahora.
Outer Space Treaty, which enforces transparency, bans space-based weapons, manages orbital debris, and guarantees fair access to space benefits for developing countries.
We must invest in young people, especially those from the least developed countries and rural communities.
Necesitamos movernos hacia un marco normativo actualizado y sobre todo vinculante que regule la cantidad, brillo y distribución de los satélites.
So here we are, 2050. Space is still vast, still fragile, still full of promise and peril.
I grew up in Zambia where space was a distant dream. But in 2050, we are not just users of space, we are shapers of it.
The future of space is inclusive of all.
As a Bangladeshi, I believe that global cooperation is the only way forward.
I believe in a different vision. One where space security is built on cooperation, not competition.
Garantir justiça espacial é garantir justiça aqui na Terra.
So, build wisely.
Мы все в одной лодке. Грести вместе значит выжить.
I see space as our greatest project of peace. Security in space isn't about who owns the heavens. It's about how bravely we're willing to share it.
Thank you so much for that, and congratulations again to all of the winners. Thank you for adding your voices to this important global conversation. As my colleagues already said, I hope you take this chance to network and talk to all of the diplomats and experts that are here in the room. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to share your insightful views about this topic. And we look forward to hearing your lightning remarks throughout the conference.